My lovely, welcome to dabatoz. My name is Deborah. In today's video, I will be sharing with you how I cooked my son's party jollof rice. This jollof rice is dedicated to all my subscribers and viewers, especially my returning viewers. I will also be sharing part of my story at the end of the video. So let's start. These are the ingredients going to be used in preparing the stew for the jollof rice. The skin of the onions and garlic are peeled off and nicely chopped. I normally don't peel the skin of the ginger because of its amazing health benefits. This is how I normally make the stew. Keep it and use it anytime that I need it. I blend everything and cook it until most of the water evaporates. I then fry the tomato paste and add it to it. For how my stew is made, please check the links in the description box. This is how it will look like when it's ready to be used. Now, because it's jollof rice for a party, I make sure I fry the stew until all the water evaporates and it becomes very dry. Now, the color, as you can see, has changed to brownish, but it isn't burnt. This is the best way to make party jollof rice. All the seasoning that I've used will be on the side of the video and in the description box. I normally don't add much seasoning to my jollof rice since my son prefers bland foods, but he ate the most of this jollof rice. I use Thai rice and wash it until the water becomes clear. Now, as you can see, the rice is very wet. So we're gonna mix it with the stew properly and fry it on a medium heat for about 10 minutes to get rid of most of the water. The reason for frying is to reduce the starch and cause the grains to separate. Now, most of the water has been evaporated, so it's now time to add stocks from chicken and turkey. I added boiling water after stirring in the stocks. I'm going to add a bit more since the water is insufficient. But you can add more or less water depending on your preference. We are leaving it to cook for about 45 minutes on a low to medium heat. Now this is it after 45 minutes, and you can see that the surface is a bit white. This is because of the condensation, so we are mixing everything together. We're going to be covering it with a piece of parchment paper to finish off the cooking. This allows the condensation to drain on it. Now our delicious party jollof rice is nice and ready to be served, and we're going to be serving it with some poultry and meat from our kitchen. Our next video will be on how we decorated the party cake, and it will be dedicated to all UPS Accra students. Now the story. About 15 years ago, I got pregnant with my last child. At a time, my status to live in the United Kingdom was incomplete. Around that time, a friend of mine who didn't know I was pregnant informed me during our conversation that people with incomplete status are not eligible to receive free NHS or hospital care no matter their conditions. Pregnant women, she said, needed to pay a whopping £1,200 for normal delivery and $3,500 for cesarean section. This news got me worried, and I began to think deeply. The thought of going to pay such an amount and the malaise that comes with pregnancy seriously weighs me down. I got weaker by the day, but couldn't gather the courage to share this experience with anybody, including my partner at that time. In the midst of my thinking, I decided to move back to Ghana to deliver the baby because there was no way I could afford the hospital bills in the UK. Even planning to go back to Ghana gave me stress and anxiety since I didn't have enough money. Imagine living in the UK for nearly 6 years and going back home empty-handed. I had nothing to show for my nearly 6 years of living in the UK. In my first trimester, I couldn't visit the hospital because I couldn't afford the cost involved, and fear gripped me as well. I began to feel extremely unwell and began to lose my hair. A broken heart indeed dries the bones. What have you heard? What are you experiencing? What challenges are you facing? I understand it can be very painful and very difficult, but through it all, remember to trust God and be encouraged. It shall be well. Now the tree version. Enfie be yesedu no muni ena minyinsen me ba otwato. Na samre ni mono na menkrata asem a mediti UK abrochime mu no na NCP. Na wonkomodidie mu a ena me yonko bia na onim se menyinsen. Ema menya nti yese. Sesei emra aba ne se. Die broni fra no free NHS no. Se woni nkrata anasa wonkrata NCP a wonka ho bi emfa ho ne se de wotebia no esitie. O ma menya nti yese apemfo a o mankasa betimi awo no. Omo betua broni sika a ye pounds no apem baako ene aheno. Na apemfo nso a o mankasa ntumi mu na esese adopusafo no twa wo mu na omo yi akora ne ma wo no. Omo betua pound sika no empem miensa ene aheno. Anokwa ebra meti asemi no meyem himie na ebo mi pusa eto me adwendwene na esan sika nti na afi mesuro na ehu ankasa abome se medwene sika twitwi de yi ho a na matoba ha na se nyinsen mu yare beka ho de a ene na ewie me kra ade achi ade sane nyina no na na mipomuden kwa na ekofo nanso mentimi enya kukoduro ene obi a nche me hawa na mikomu samre no ebra migu adwendwene so ano na meye madwene se mekofie nene makowo meba no esanse kuntuhwan a ninchia na eko kosi koda ahomitio sika ben kura na mediko minchi wa hwe se wo betina obi maiso ekeka konfiansia na woni hwe a wo de bekire ewo bosome miensa edikan ewo menyinsan mu no mentimi ankosra asopiti anase mentimi anko hospital afei mitri nuegusu mpo na ebubu na eye no kwasem se akoma ebubu ehwinumpe obi maiso asetena eni ahokire emu aya nenso mekonim se wonam saati bia yi mu a minua achia nenso emu yi onyankopon ho jinidi na fa ho to ne so hye wo nkran na ebeye yi nyame show se wa hwe video yi besan ni wa hye bio bye bye.